The atmosphere inside the Bank of America Stadium is shifting. As an insider covering the Carolina Panthers daily, I have seen the front office move with a newfound urgency that defines this current rebuild. We are looking at a series of calculated decisions designed to bridge the gap between where this roster stands and where the coaching staff needs it to be by September. Important moves are being finalized, and the implications for our depth chart are significant. If you are a die-hard fan looking for the truth behind these decisions, please support our channel by subscribing today.
The Carolina Panthers have made a critical move to stabilize the offensive line, securing Rasheed Walker on a one-year deal worth up to $10 million. This is a classic stopgap measure that speaks volumes about the current state of the roster, as Ike Ekwonu continues his recovery from a challenging patellar tendon injury. When you look at the trenches, you are looking at the foundation of any successful franchise, and the front office recognized that they could not leave the blind side vulnerable while waiting for a full medical clearance. Rasheed Walker brings a level of professional experience that provides immediate security. Analytically, this contract structure is fascinating. It is a high-reward, low-risk proposition for a team that is currently managing a delicate salary cap situation. By limiting this to a one-year commitment, the organization maintains its future flexibility while ensuring that the quarterback remains protected in the short term. The transition from college to the NFL is never linear, and Rasheed Walker has shown the kind of tenacity in his previous stops that suggests he can handle the rigors of starting in the NFC South. His footwork is fundamentally sound, and his ability to mirror speed rushes on the edge has been a subject of internal discussion at the facility. From a scouting perspective, his length is an asset, but the real test will be how he adapts to the specific scheme requirements of the new coaching staff. The coaching staff is placing a heavy emphasis on zone blocking concepts, and Rasheed Walker possesses the lateral agility required to reach the second level. This is not just a depth signing, it is an insurance policy against the uncertainty of long-term injury recovery. For the fans, this move provides a sense of calm. The fear of seeing the quarterback constantly under duress is a nightmare scenario that the front office has clearly prioritized avoiding. We have seen how quickly a season can derail when the offensive tackle position is in flux, and this commitment to stability is exactly what was needed. Beyond the tactical fit, there is the emotional weight of a player coming in to hold the fort. Rasheed Walker knows his role, and the locker room respects the veteran presence he brings to the table. He is not here to be a savior, but he is here to be a professional. As we watch him integrate into the workouts, the focus will be on his chemistry with the interior linemen. The rhythm of a line is built in the summer, and every repetition counts. If Rasheed Walker can solidify the left tackle position, it allows the rest of the unit to focus on their assignments without the constant need for extra help or chip blocks from tight ends. This tactical shift allows the play calling to become more aggressive, which is exactly what the offense needs to jumpstart the scoring output. This move is a clear signal that the team is not willing to concede a single snap to the opposition. The competitive nature of this division demands absolute reliability, and by bringing in someone with the pedigree of Rasheed Walker, the team has checked a major box in their offseason checklist. While we await further updates on the full recovery timeline of Ike Ekwonu, we can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that the blind side is in capable hands. This creates a fascinating dynamic moving forward, as the team now has options when Ekwonu returns to full health. Is this enough to solve all the blocking woes? Perhaps not, but it is a massive step in the right direction. With the offensive line question effectively addressed for the moment, we must now turn our attention to the defensive side of the ball, where the team has made a quiet but vital move to keep the core together. Could this defensive retention spark the consistency we have been craving?
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this, subscribe now to ensure you do not miss a single update on the Carolina Panthers roster revolution. Keeping a cohesive unit requires more than just high-profile signings. It requires the retention of key role players who understand the culture of the team, which is precisely why the decision to re-sign Claudin Chirelis is so significant. Claudin Chirelis has proven himself to be a reliable asset, both in the defensive rotation and as a high-motor contributor on special teams. In the modern NFL, where salary cap management is an art form, having players like Claudin Chirelis who can fill multiple roles at a reasonable price point is a luxury that every successful team covets. His impact goes beyond the box score. When you look at his tape, you see a player who is constantly in the right place at the right time, displaying the kind of situational awareness that the defensive coordinator demands. His performance on special teams was particularly impressive last season, where he consistently served as a tone setter for the kickoff and punt coverage units. This type of player is the glue that holds a locker room together during the long grind of an 18-week season. The decision to bring him back during the free agency window suggests that the front office values his contribution to the team identity. He is a player who embraces the blue-collar work ethic that this organization is trying to build. Tactically, he fits into the hybrid defensive scheme, capable of dropping into coverage or serving as a pursuit defender against the run. His speed in the open field is a major asset when defending against modern, athletic tight ends and running backs who excel in the passing game. From an insider perspective, the coaches were adamant about keeping him in the building. There is a comfort level with his knowledge of the playbook that would be difficult to replicate with a newcomer. He is essentially an extension of the coaching staff on the field, ensuring that the younger players understand their assignments. This continuity is underrated, but it is often the difference between a defense that bends and one that breaks in the fourth quarter. As we look at the defensive depth chart, Claudin Chirelis provides a stable floor. He is a player who does not make mental errors, and in a league where games are often decided by a single possession, that reliability is invaluable. Fans often overlook the importance of these depth signings, but when injuries inevitably occur, it is the players like Claudin Chirelis who step up and keep the ship afloat. He has earned the trust of his teammates, and that is reflected in the way the defense rallies when he makes a big play. His return is a testament to the fact that the team is prioritizing chemistry and development alongside talent acquisition. We have seen how quickly a team can lose its identity if it turns over too much of its roster, so keeping a veteran presence like him is a strategic win. He is a professional in every sense of the word, constantly working on his craft and pushing his teammates to be better. As we look forward, his role will likely expand, and he is poised to take that next step in his development as a core defender. This move clearly shows that the team is building with intention, valuing players who have bought into the system. With the defensive core now bolstered by his return, we have to ask, what is the final piece of the puzzle for the special teams unit? Is there a hidden need that the front office has yet to address, specifically regarding the punting game?
The conversation surrounding the Carolina Panthers special teams has intensified over the last several hours, with growing pressure to address a noticeable void in the punting game. There is a growing sentiment that the team should reach out to a veteran punter who recently parted ways with the Atlanta Falcons. This is not merely a suggestion, it is a tactical necessity if the team wants to win the battle of field position in the NFC South. The punter is often the most overlooked position on the field until the moment a game is on the line, and the Panthers cannot afford to leave any stone unturned. When you look at the landscape of the division, the margin for error is razor thin. Every yard matters, and a punter who can pin opponents deep consistently changes the complexion of an entire drive. The veteran from Atlanta has the exact kind of directional punting ability that special teams coordinators dream about. If the team decides to move in this direction, it would demonstrate a commitment to excellence in all three phases of the game. Special teams is where games are often won or lost, and having a reliable leg is a fundamental requirement for a team with playoff aspirations. The analytical community has been vocal about the importance of net punting average, and it is here that a veteran presence could make the biggest difference. It is about more than just raw distance. It is about hang time and the ability to prevent returners from gaining momentum. If you look at the current roster, there is a clear opportunity to upgrade, and ignoring this potential move would be a missed chance to improve the team's overall efficiency. This potential acquisition would create a domino effect, providing the defense with more breathing room and allowing the offense to operate with more aggressive play calling. The emotional impact on the fan base would be significant, as it shows that the organization is willing to be proactive in fixing even the smallest weaknesses. This is the kind of aggressive, forward-thinking management that defines winning organizations. We have seen how teams like the Falcons have utilized their special teams to control the tempo of games, and now the Panthers have a chance to emulate that success. The pressure is on the front office to make the call, and the whispers around the facility suggest that they are taking the recommendation very seriously. This is a decisive moment. If they secure an upgrade at punter, it completes the trifecta of moves we have discussed today, shoring up the offensive line, retaining defensive depth, and optimizing special teams. It is a total team approach that builds a foundation for long-term growth. We are tracking this closely, as any move in the special teams room has a ripple effect on the roster construction and salary cap allocation. Could this be the final adjustment needed to turn the tide of the season? The pieces are moving, and the strategy is becoming clearer with every passing hour. We are witnessing a team that is actively managing every aspect of its performance to ensure that no advantage is left on the table.
We are at a defining moment for the Carolina Panthers. With the offensive line being addressed, the defensive core staying intact, and the special teams unit under the microscope, the front office is clearly focused on building a team that can compete at the highest level. These are not just isolated moves, they are part of a larger plan to solidify the roster across the board. The question remains, do you think these moves are enough to propel the team into contention this year? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let us keep this conversation going. Thank you for your support as we continue to track every move in Charlotte.